shimming the lower arms in or out instead of using like a camber link. So there's a lot of different ways to do things on this car, which was kind of interesting to build only because it's so different. But I've actually been driving the car for a while.
If you've never heard of U-Pack, that's okay. We don't spend money on expensive TV commercials or radio jingles. Instead, we keep marketing costs low and pass those savings on to you. Even if you haven't heard of us, we've been busy. We've helped with over 850,000 moves, transported over 1 billion miles. With a claim rate that's less than 1%, we're confident we can help you too. One of the great things about U-Pack is that we don't need to know the exact date you're moving, just a general time frame. Our pricing engines will go to work, finding you the cheapest day to move within that time frame. And with the help of our expansive transportation network, we'll
It's a super fun car to drive.
Cool.
I've seen some interesting posts about people trying to make those go really fast on the Tamiya groups.
Yeah.
And I've seen some interesting outcomes from some of those people.
Would you ask?
Like,
I can only imagine.
Yeah, there's always parts hanging off of them.
yeah. There's something once that thing hits 88, I just
There's fire and it's not from it disappearing.
Yeah.
Don't let me have one.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about that.
Oh man. So no, it was we do appreciate it again, Tony. That was
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks. It was fun.
Here's a question from Long Tall Texan. Any chance the 112th Tamtech series will make a comeback?
I haven't heard anything. Of course, I haven't heard anything from a lot of the stuff that's being re-released now as well. So we're usually not the first to know. We get confidential files in 2-3 months before a product is announced. At that point, we kind of get ready to ramp up whatever we need to do for these cars to come out. But I haven't heard any grumblings on Tamtech stuff. There's a couple guys in the office that have their Tamtech cars on top of everybody has cars. They have their personal cars up there.
what are Tamtechs? I'm not.
It's kind of like a Mini Z.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit bigger, but it's kind of that same idea.
Gotcha.
Smaller cars. I think they got hard bodies on them. You can get like 962 Porsches or whatever, and they're pretty cool. They look cool.
I'll ask this one. This one bugs me a little bit, but it's a question like, how do you guys feel about seeing the clone stuff? Like,
oh yeah.
I mean,
I think it was 2 years ago at Proline by the Fire. We didn't really have a crawler at the time. We had a CC01. We didn't have the CC02 yet. We were trying to get it out for that event, but we didn't have it in time. So I went down there and set up a booth with a bunch of rally cars because they were having a rally event there. So we put all our rally cars there.
which was super
And
cool.
yeah, and as they had the cars in display for the concours, there was, I think it was a Bruiser out there. It was a red Bruiser. It looked really good. I'm like, wow, that thing's cool, man. That's a good looking Bruiser. And the guy's like, yeah, this is a clone. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, this is a clone. I'm like, okay, it's not cool anymore. But no, I didn't say that. But so I went
You
back
wouldn't
to
be
the
wrong.
office.
No, I
Yeah,
agree.
back to the office and I talked to Fred and I'm like, this guy had a Bruiser out there. It was kind of cool, but it was a clone. And unfortunately, we can't do anything about those.
Right.
We do not like that. I think the parts carry over, like you can cross the parts back and forth between two cars.
Yeah, they're like a direct
but
clone.
we don't support anything if they call in and say, I've got this, Bruiser clone and I need, nope, sorry, we don't support them. There's not much we can do about it, unfortunately, so we don't really spend that much energy on it, other than the fact that we just don't support it.
Yeah, no, I know that same type of struggle. So it's bugs me to see regardless.
Yeah.
And
I don't like it. I'm not a big fan. I'll never get one of those.
Yeah.
No, I've been. Matt gets the same emails as I do probably. They try to send those like like, hey, do a video on.
You should do a review on this.
Like no.
Why?
No. I think the Bruisers are cool even today, but it's just like, yeah, I wouldn't. I have no part in wanting to touch one.
Yeah.
Like,
if I'm gonna get one, it'll be the real deal.
yeah. So.
Yep. got a lot of love and respect for Tamiya, and always going to be close to my heart because it's where I got started in this hobby. So
Yeah.
thank you, Tony, for being a part of an amazing company, and thank you for all the support you've given us to help
Absolutely.
us live out our dreams of making the stupidest computers.
Well, when I got that letter, I'm like, oh, they sent the letter over. Can I read this? I'm like, are these guys out of their mind with it? How are they going to do this? But then I'm like, but this sounds really cool. Like, if they can pull it off, this is really cool. So, thankfully with COVID, we haven't gone to the Long Beach Grand Prix we have a huge budget for marketing stuff, and we didn't go to any of these events this year because of COVID. So it actually just kind of came at a good time. We had a little extra money, and we're happy to work with you guys. When Fred asked me about you guys and your channels, I had nothing, of course, but good things to say. I mean, I know you guys personally, and I've seen you at Axial Fest and all these other kind of things. So it was a really easy sell to get this project going. But we're more than happy to be a part of it, sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're really excited, and we won't let you down.
We'll try not to.
Well, we can come.
It
visit
won't be
Josh.
from lack of
It's hard to
effort.
come- It'd be hard to come get you, Matt.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, I'm easy to not get in touch with.
Yeah.
Sorry, computer's acting up. Can't get on the internet again.
Oh wait, we need a passport to come see him.
Yeah.
Oh, the border's closed. Sorry, guys.
All right. Good stuff.
Thanks very much, Tony. We'll be in
Bye, guys.
touch. And
Alright.
thank you for having seen flying cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. And I'll make sure I send you a picture of that little flyer that I
Yeah,
got.
please do. I'd love to see that.
All right, guys, take it easy.
See you, Tony.
Thanks again. Take care.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Oh, that was awesome. I love
Yes.
Tony.
Yes. Let's see. Everything's switching over. Yeah. So Matt and I are both excited about the RCPC.
It's going to be so fun, but I'm so nervous. There's so many things about this project that I'm already freaking out about. Mostly,
Yes.
it's where is everything going to go and still work properly? Because, while the mini ITX card is quite small, it's a small motherboard, it just barely fits in the container because the container car or container trailer box, because of the corrugation, I lose about a 1/4 inch on either side. So for Josh's trailer, it probably fits no problem.
It does, even though I'm going to further efforts to make it look more difficult than it should be.
Right.
I am gonna, like I said, I'm taking some steps. I'm going to reproduce a number of the parts in the trailer, or of the actual trailer, so that I can do things in different ways. But it's going to be, from the outside, both of these trailers initially should look basically like, it'll look like a Tamiya trailer and also a really badass semi-truck in front of mine. Matt will have that Mercedes.
Come on, that looks badass. I don't know what you're saying.
Look, the frame rails are they're so
badass
cute.
truck.
Look at those little tiny little frame rails in that thing.
I don't care how long it is.
Can you understand? I'm gonna have 28-inch frame rails under my truck.
Again, compensating.
You know.
Check out how long it is, ladies.
I did ride a stretched Hayabusa. Just saying.
Exactly. But I mean, aside from fitting the motherboard, wiring up the video card to fit properly, and the thing that I really want to make sure I do from all of this is make sure that from the outside you can't tell that there's a PC in there.
Right.
So the wiring and the cabling and making sure there's outputs available so you can plug in if you want to. This is
Yes.
a real challenge.
I see Stabby Josh was asking for some of the just joining. The project, like you've seen, we do have the Tamiya semis, both of us. I've got the King Hauler, Matt's got the Arox. We both have trailers, and then we are building full gaming PC level PCs inside of the trailers. So
It's a challenge.
yeah, which we're using EVGA was the other sponsor of it.
Big time sponsor.
They provided us with some awesome PC hardware. We're using their motherboards and some i5 processors. Their
AIOs.
Their AIO water cooling solution, 2060 KO graphics card, RTX graphics cards. Their micro ATX, or what I don't remember what that
It's
power.
a 550 gold.
80 plus gold.
Supernova.
Yeah, so they're super compact little PSUs, and we're going to put all of that inside of it. So
The trailer.
the nice
All
thing,
of that.
the nice thing will be, yeah, like with graphics cards, we'll be able to move them around with a riser cable, but there's some complications with a few things here and there. It's
Yeah.
just, it's going to be, Stabby Josh saying lots of RGB. Duh.
Lots of RGB for that. Duh.
Yeah.
I'm going more stealth with mine. I purposely didn't buy any RGB stuff at all. In fact,
So,
because I want mine to look just like a container. I don't need it to do anything else. Like, if anything, I'll make some sort of way of having a keyboard also just slide out of the
Right.
back. But otherwise, that's about it.
Yeah, my I have lofty goals.
So do I.
Now, at the same time, I am going to leverage again, like in Monthly Mayhem, my Stepcraft, the CNC router, which is quite handy.
It is. You might have to cut me a few pieces.
Right, exactly.
I'm just saying, because this isn't a traditional challenge. It's not a mayhem. So there's no winners and losers per se. I mean, we're putting our own style and our own stamp on these for sure.
Right.
And with the benchmarking and everything, it's just more of like an informational kind of, oh, wow, you were able to achieve that, or you can drive this better than me, or whatever it is. But it's not a mayhem. It's all just about the it's sort of a group challenge, more or less.
It's going to be just a fun deal. We put some guidelines on it. We're using the same hardware. We same processors, motherboards, RAM, AIOs. The actual
Everything's the same.
The thermal performance of the build will vary between us, just because that's going to be up to us. So that will have an effect on things.
Are we going to overclock, or is that sort of the goal? Well, we'll see,
Yes.
It's really more about getting all these pieces inside this thing and making it power up and function. I think that's the biggest challenge.
Alex says, Matt, there are no winners or losers. Josh, I will win.
Yeah. Like most of these challenges, I go in with a sort of open mind, and the Canadian aspect of this challenge for me is just to have a good time.
Yeah.
I don't care if I win or lose.
And I am already comparing the length of our frame rails.
I don't even know. I haven't even looked at the measurements of this thing, so I don't even know how big it is. I have no clue.
Have you not opened that box yet?
No, I haven't.
haven't.
I've been focusing all of my attention on making sure that.
I had not opened mine yet either. Just measure the box. How wide is the box? Because they usually go from side to side.
All right, let me tell you how many squares it is.
Yeah. Jesus, I knew that was coming.
Well, did you watch my Gatekeeper review
I did
today?
watch your Gatekeeper. You were very
12.8
close on your
squares.
estimation. And I'm like, it's almost like you knew that stat and counted your squares for comedic value.
Yeah, that might be true. It's a 27-inch box. Oh.
That's larger than I thought.
Oh. It's not the size of the box, Josh. It's
My
how
box
big
is
it
only 25 and a half inches.
Well, yours is a lot older than mine, right? So hang on, let me get out my finger blade and we'll open this up. Oh, here we go. Length. Do you want to know how long it is?
Oh, in total?
Oh, Tony is funny. CCXRC said, "Oh, your Gatekeeper finally arrived. It must have got lost in the mail when they were pre-released." I did slightly ask a question in the video. I said, would you rather get a kit or an RTR? I know which one I would have rather gotten. But the smooth action of that finger blade.
Oh, you know what? The other question I wanted to ask, Tony, was about their artists or.
Oh, the airbrushing artist.
I'm just
Darn
talking,
it.
just like this. This artwork.
Yeah, I know.
It's freaking amazing because it's not CAD.
Nope. It's all hand drawn. There's an artist who does it all.
And it's incredible.
Yeah.
So,
27 inches. How many Canadian squares is that? Tony, CCXRC Tony, did you get a Gatekeeper kit? He probably did. Oh, I almost dropped it. 6x4. Does that mean both rear axles are powered?
yes, it does. It has a pass-through.
There's an artist signature on the box.
Weirdly, that doesn't help me at all.
We might be able to find out who it was.
Jeremiah says, Josh, extend the fifth wheel, then extend the sleeper cab and make a mega sleeper. And then I could put all kinds of sleeping bags in there.
Hey, ladies. I want to sleep in my truck.
Now, Jeremiah's idea. That sounds like styrene work to me. And
Ooh, yeah,
I know you're not new to this channel. See, that's still such a cool arrangement.
I love it.
Now find the frame rails. We have to measure them. That's all I care about.
Look at all the tires. Oh, there's so many pieces.
I know. Josh loves to pretend he doesn't love styrene. Thanks, Tony.
It's true.
You could put a mega desk in there.
Well, my frame rails are short.
Quad desk. There's only 3 though.
My frame rails are short.
Look at those.
These are cute.
How many squares are those?
18.
Yes. 10 inches longer.
It doesn't matter, Josh. It's gonna look so weird.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Ryan Davis,
One
how
man's weird is-
low are you going to slam your semi? I honestly don't know how that's done yet. I'll have to look at it because I hope that. I guess I'm probably gonna have to buy more parts.
You probably won't. Yeah. Well, no. I think you just remove leaves.
I'm all for that. I'll remove all of them.
Blue Dooley says that in California you can't run a stretched frame rail because the state has a length limit. So suck on it.
I'm gonna Smokey and the Bandit.
Does your
outrun the cops.
Does your
Just
truck
cut
have an
this.
interior? Because mine does.
It appears so based on the artist rendition that I see here.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
It shows 2 seats.
So it does. Okay, yeah, I've got 2 seats. Quite the dashboard.
I know that
See
the what do you call it? That tow truck, the big 8x8 tow truck, 4x8 tow truck, had a wicked interior in it.
That's a Halo truck for a lot of people, I bet.
Yeah. Now, if this one has an interior, like a very detailed dashed interior, I will be tinting the windows.
Embrace the shadow.
I'm just looking at the space for the window here. If you know what I mean.
Oh, I
Haven't
do.
gone all day.
Because that would be kind of cool, too. Matthew Jorgensen said, Matt, you have a more complex cab build. I built that cab and a Scania, and he's telling me it's going to be a lot more complex, so that's cool.
I'm I'm so looking forward to. Now, I mean, I'm gonna have obviously the much larger big chrome bumper down here, and then a big chrome visor, much larger stacks. I went with the full coverage rear fenders on my much longer extended frame rails.
That's neat.
So much cool stuff ahead. I haven't done a grill yet. I probably need to look at that. I need to look at fuel tanks.
I can't wait to start building this, but I think I'm, for the sake of the video series, I think I'm going to focus on the actual PC part of it first.
I think that I need to do that for my own sanity.
Yeah. Building this is just building this.
Although I say that, and at the same time,
challenge.
I say that, but at the same time, I know that once I get those frame rails in my hand,
you're just gonna want to build it.
I gotta build it.
Gotta build it.
So, yeah, I'm thinking.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's gonna be orange.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
You think that's cool? I mean, you're doing it, so you do it.
To everyone who dreams of being a DJ, dream bigger. With Fuser, now anyone can be a DJ.
I upgraded my soap.
So this is what we used to use. We're not gonna do this anymore. Harsh chemicals, that's why it's cheap. It's not good for you.
This is the best smelling mail we.
I'm probably gonna go silver. Silver. But then the grill, I'm gonna do black.
Oh wow!
Black got the grill.
Get crazy.
It's gonna look pretty cool. And then, I'll just do the rest of it as box art.